I declare the 61st commencement of Richard Bland College of William & Mary to be in session. Please remain standing while Richard Bland class of 2017 graduate Isaiah Lucas performs the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your mortarboards for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may all be seated. I am Dr. Kimberly Boyd, Vice President and Chief Research and Innovation Officer here at Richard Bland College. This is an exciting occasion for our graduates and a proud occasion for the entire Richard Bland family. A special welcome goes to our distinguished guests on the dais. I'll ask members of the platform party to stand when I call your name and remain standing until all of you have been recognized. Sitting in the back row from your left and my right, Christy Clark, Director, RBC Dual Enrollment and High School Programs. Oh, there you go. Okay. Stephen Hubner, William & Mary Board of Visitors. Ann Lee Kerr, William & Mary Board of Visitors. Megan Samford, Vice Chair, Richard Bland College Foundation Board of Visitors. Dr. Daniel Frank, 2023-24 Faculty Representative to the William & Mary Board of Visitors. Sergio Perez, 24-25 Student Representative to the William & Mary Board of Visitors. Kylie McCoy, 23-24 Student Representative to the William & Mary Board of Visitors and Mace Bearer. Michael Mason, Student Commencement Speaker. Sitting in the front row, John Littell, William & Mary Board of Visitors and Virginia's Secretary of Health and Human Resources. Barbara Johnson, Vice Rector, William & Mary Board of Visitors. Jeff Britt, Chair, Richard Bland College Foundation Board of Directors. John Rathbone, Chair, Richard Bland Committee, William & Mary Board of Visitors. Charles Poston, Rector, William & Mary. Dr. Debbie Seideau, President of Richard Bland College. Mr. Sam Parham. Commencement speaker, Mayor, City of Petersburg, Virginia, Dr. Tiffany Birdsong. Chief Academic Officer, Richard Bland College. Please be seated. Now, please join me in welcoming to the podium Richard Bland College's wonderful fourth president, Dr. Debbie Sadeau. Dr. Sadeau.
Thank you so much, Dr. Boyd. On behalf of the Richard Bland College family, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the college's 61st commencement ceremony right here on the beautiful RBC campus. There has not been an outdoor commencement ceremony since the 1960s. So this is a very special day, and thanks to all of you who sent wishes up for no rain. So it looks like we're going to be fine. The ceremony is the culminating event of the year for our extended college community, and as president, it is one of my greatest privileges to share this momentous occasion with graduates, parents, alumni, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, and special guests of our graduates. No one knows the magnitude of this milestone that is commencement better than the many people who have helped our graduates along the way. The educational journey is never a solitary one, so I invite graduates to please join me in recognizing your professors, your mentors, your family, and all of the friends and others who have supported you, who share and take pride in your academic achievement. Will you join me in a round of applause for all of your supporters? As graduates of Richard Bland College, I hope your definition of family has expanded over the past 2 years. And even as you depart, please know that you now join our extended family of Richard Bland alumni. And I would just like to personally thank you for allowing Richard Bland College to be a part of your educational journey. On this joyous day, we are very fortunate to have with us many community partners, elected officials, colleagues from state agencies and other universities, and 8 distinguished members of the William and Mary Board of Visitors, including Virginia Secretary of Health and Human Resources, John Littell. Mr. Littell is the longest-serving university board member in modern history. He chaired the RBC Committee of the Board for 5 years before becoming rector. This is John's final year as a member of the Board of Visitors, and on behalf of all of us at Richard Bland College, John, I would like to thank you for your service. It is now my pleasure to introduce Rector Charles Poston. Mr. Poston currently works with the McCammon Group, which provides mediation, arbitration, and related services. Previously, he served on the Norfolk Circuit Court, including 3 years as its chief judge. During his time there, Mr. Poston served as a member of Lawyers Helping Lawyers, the Judicial Council of Virginia, and the Judicial Ethics Advisory Committee, which he also chaired. Mr. Poston earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Richmond, master's degree from the University of Virginia, and a JD from William and Mary Law School. Mr. Poston was appointed to the Board of Visitors in 2019 and currently serves as rector. It is a distinct honor for me to welcome to the podium Rector Poston, who is going to bring greetings on behalf of the William and Mary Board of Visitors.
Some of you might wonder what William and Mary is doing at Richard Bland College. The statute that created Richard Bland College said that the Board of Visitors of William and Mary would also serve as the Board of Visitors of Richard Bland College. So we're here today, those of us on the Board of Visitors, as your Board of Visitors, although we're wearing the William and Mary garb. The Board of Visitors proudly supports the educational mission of Richard Bland College. We applaud the emphasis on academic excellence and student success that marks the leadership of President Saito and our faculty and staff. Graduating students, you are now part of the living history of this college. We urge you to remain engaged in Richard Bland College's life as alumni, helping as many students who will follow you in your footsteps, as you have been helped by those who came before you. The effort and perseverance required to reach this point are neither for the faint of heart nor for the weak of spirit. I hope each of you will take the time to celebrate fully the hard work, dedication, and achievement that have brought you to this moment. And I hope that you will express your pride and gratitude to your parents, significant others, families, and friends for supporting you on this journey. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you as you leave this place to begin the next chapter of your lives. I now invite President Saito and the Honorable Sam Parham to join me at the podium. The Board of Visitors first authorized the conferring of an honorary degree in 1756. That degree was conferred upon Benjamin Franklin. The honorary degree is the highest form of recognition offered by the college. It is intended to recognize persons of exceptional distinction, those who have demonstrated meritorious service to the college, the Commonwealth of Virginia, the United States of America, and the community at large. It recognizes persons whose lives serve as examples of Richard Bland's aspirations for its students. Mayor Parham, in recognition of your extraordinary public service, professional achievements, distinguished career, and commitment to higher education in Virginia, Richard Bland College is proud to honor you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors and the ancient royal charter of the College of William and Mary in Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate of Science, honoris causa.
At this time, I'm delighted to introduce this year's commencement speaker, the Honorable Sam Parham. Mr. Parham is a Richard Bland College alumnus, a dedicated public servant, and a business professional. He currently serves as the mayor of Petersburg, Virginia, a position that he has held since 2017. In the corporate world, Mayor Parham holds the position of Director of Business Operations at Colonial Cleaning Service, a family-owned enterprise that has been serving Petersburg since 1981. In addition to his mayoral duties, Mr. Parham has held numerous leadership roles in the community, including governor of the Petersburg Breakfast and Lunch Rotary Clubs and the Colonial Heights Rotary Club. He also serves as a board member for the Alliance for Building Better Medicine, the Virginia Gateway Region, the Richard Bland College Foundation, and the VCU Alumni Association. In August of last year, Governor Glenn Youngkin appointed Mayor Parham to the Virginia Advisory Board on Service and Volunteerism. Mr. Parham was born and raised in Petersburg and is a 1993 graduate of Petersburg High School. He then received an Associate of Science degree in 1996 from Richard Bland College. During his time here at Richard Bland, Mr. Parham founded the Multicultural Alliance, co-founded the Rotaract Club, and participated in College Players Drama Club. He went on to receive his bachelor's degree in business management from Virginia Commonwealth University. Mayor Parham resides in Petersburg with his wife, Mai, and their two children, Annalise and Austin. Please join me in welcoming a true champion for Richard Bland College, Mayor Sam Parham. Mayor.
Thank you so much, President Saudal, for your gracious introduction. and thank you for your vision and leadership here at Richard Bland. I'm honored to join all of you, the graduates, the families, friends, as well as the distinguished faculty, RBC Foundation members, and the members of William & Mary Board of Visitors for Richard Bland College 2024 commencement. To the graduates, I say congratulations, and I hope you feel the pride of being an alumni of Richard Bland College. I'm honored to have been invited to share some thoughts with you today. But I have to confess, I simply can't remember what the speaker said at my graduation from Richard Bland College. In fact, I can't even remember who the speaker was. So, in the years to come, you might not remember me, but I genuinely hope you'll remember what I'm sharing as someone who loves Richard Bland and the community I'm privileged to lead. And I'm mindful that you all have people to see and places to go today, so I promise to follow President Franklin Roosevelt's guidance to speakers: be sincere, be brief, and be seated. Let me begin by reminding you of who you are as individuals and as a class. I'm sure many of you arrived at Richard Bland a little nervous, but you brought grit and determination that came from your sometimes hard experiences in growing up to seize the opportunities before you. I say that because that's what I was filled with when I arrived here back in August of 1993. As individuals, you're going into the world energized with a sense of purpose and motivated to reach your full potential. As a class, you're going into the world to offer a new generation of humanity, ideas, and leadership. Class of 2024, give yourselves a round of applause. Now, before you go into the world, I want to share 2 lessons that I learned at Richard Bland. The first is to continually develop and value relationships with people who are like-minded and even those who are not so like-minded. The second is to answer the call to serve your community. Okay, I don't recall my graduation speaker, but I do vividly remember my time at Richard Bland. And what comes to mind is the relationships I built with fellow students, faculty, and staff who influenced me to this day as a business owner and mayor of Petersburg. 2 of those relationships have been especially meaningful. I'll begin with a special woman named Virginia Cherry. She was the librarian here at Richard Bland. She was the classic librarian. She ran a very tight ship. But under that strict veneer, she was an enthusiastic mentor, tutor, and inspiration to so many students trying to find their way. Mrs. Cherry was also filled with passion, energy, and determination to help her community. She encouraged me to believe in myself and recognize the benefits of developing relationships. She also helped me to hear the call to serve my community. Now, the second person I want to mention is with us today, and his name is David Majewski. Stand up, David Majewski. He is professor of communications and theater here at RBC. As a student, I was captivated by his style and charisma in the classroom. He was able to see and appreciate the fine points of every student's character, which allowed him to help us grow personally and academically. It's a knack that I've tried to hone in running my company and leading my city. I was also a proud member of the Richard Bland College Players Theater Club, where Professor Majewski was the director. He must have seen something in me because I was assigned the role of Camino in the play Love's True Lies. My character was the one who brought people together to fall in love. Today, as mayor, I bring people together to get things done. But I'll also mention that he took us, or should I say he chaperoned us, on a trip to participate in a Spanish film festival in southern Texas. Being adventurous, we traveled across the border to have some fun in Juarez, Mexico. But what we saw was unspeakable poverty and hopelessness. As a young man, it shook me to my core. It made me appreciate our country, and it was yet another call to public service. Now, fast forward to today, because building relationships and having a passion to serve are anchors in my tenure as mayor of Petersburg. My appreciation for building relationships with like-minded and not so like-minded people help me every day. In these relationships, we don't always agree, and our difference of opinion can be very sharp, but instead of developing hostility between each other, we're building credibility with each other. Dr. Martin Luther King was right. It's not the job of political leaders to seek consensus. It's their job to mold consensus. And I can tell you that if we're to follow Dr. King's wisdom, then we must have the credibility that comes from building relationships. And that means drawing upon the lessons of Mrs. Cherry taught me all those years ago. In concept, Dr. King's thought is straightforward, but in practice, it can be quite challenging because you have to find where the principles and convictions of friends and adversaries meet. And this brings me back to Professor Majewski. Little did I know back when I was in his classroom or playing Camino that decades later I'd be mayor of Petersburg, and that every day I'd rely on those skills and instincts that he taught me. The ability to communicate is essential in being able to disagree without being disagreeable and winning over hearts and minds. As you all aware, molding consensus can be very elusive and time-consuming in today's politically charged world. But for our communities, opportunities won't wait and challenges don't rest. Frequently, time runs out and leaders have to seize the moment, follow their passion to serve, and do the right thing for the people and community they serve. Please keep in mind, and molding consensus never really fails because it fosters goodwill for the next time. I do urge you to get involved in your community by stepping forward and running for public office. I will say that public service is not without its downside. The pay is low and the hours are long. It's all challenging enough that sometimes I'm reminded of the saying that in politics, if you want a friend, you should get a dog. But all of that's a little consequence in comparison to the inspiration and satisfaction that comes when real results are delivered to the people so that their lives and the future of their kids are better. In closing, I encourage each of you to lean into the future, build relationships, and answer the call to public service. I also hope that as you leave today, that you don't walk away from Richard Bland. I ask that you come back, share your gratitude for what you learned here with the next generation of RBC students. Thank you, class of 2024, and Godspeed.
Mayor Parham, thank you for a powerful and inspirational message. It is now my pleasure to introduce the class of 2024 student speaker, Michael Mason. Michael received his high school diploma from Westfield High School in Chantilly, Virginia in 2022 and started his journey at Richard Bland College in August of 2022, majoring in biology. He has been an exceptional campus leader, serving as student assembly secretary, a residential assistant, and a Virginia 21 student leader, among many other civic and student engagements. In addition to his volunteer work, Michael has made the President's List or the Dean's List in each of his 4 semesters here at Richard Bland, and he's also part of the Richard Bland Transfer Scholars Network. He was recently inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa Honors Society. Earlier this week, I was notified that Michael received the prestigious Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship. Michael was among 60 finalists selected out of roughly 1,800 applications from more than 380 two-year colleges across the country, and he is the first Cook Foundation Scholarship recipient at Richard Bland College. Please join me in welcoming your class speaker, Michael Mason, to the podium.
Good evening, Richard Bland College community. I would like to begin by acknowledging the William and Mary Board of Visitors, President Saito, Foundation board members, administrators, faculty, staff, families, and most importantly, you, the graduating class of 2024. My name is Michael Mason, and I am honored to have been chosen to deliver this year's student commencement speech. I have been in foster care since I was 5 years old, but I am not your typical foster child. Statistically, as a foster child, I had a 50% chance of graduating high school and less than a 5% chance of graduating college. I am proud to consider myself a statistical outlier. I have earned an Associates of Science in Life Sciences, and my goal is to earn a medical degree after completing a Bachelor's of Science in Biology at a four-year institution. Through RBC's Transfer Scholars Network program, I've been granted direct access to admissions officers at highly selective schools, attended sponsored trips, received support with the transfer process. I am proud to announce that I have been accepted to Amherst College, the College of William and Mary, and the University of Virginia. I will be attending Amherst College this fall, and I have been blessed with $95,000 in aid from Amherst and up to $55,000 from the Jack Kent Cook Foundation. I will be graduating from Amherst debt-free. Truthfully, I never viewed myself as college material until I moved into a new foster home at the beginning of my senior year of high school. Living in the Greens home was more than a new physical location. My eyes were opened up to a whole new way of living and thinking. For the first time in my life, I was in a family that understood the true power of education. My birth parents did not attend college, nor did anyone in my first foster home. When I arrived at my new home, I had a cumulative high school GPA of 1.825. Under the guidance of my new foster parents, my senior year GPA was 3.5. Immediately upon entering the Greens home, I was faced with a very uncomfortable question of what I was going to do once I graduated high school. They challenged me in a way I had never been challenged before, and I was forced to take an honest look at my actions and take accountability. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Green, for seeing in me what I did not see in myself. Thank you for encouraging me to push myself further than I would have ever done on my own. And thank you for encouraging me to apply to Richard Bland College of William and Mary. Mr. and Mrs. Green, can you please stand and be recognized? Right there, right there. Building upon the foundation the Greens provided, I have excelled at Richard Bland College. I have proven to those around me and to myself that I am a capable, confident, and committed individual who will work hard to achieve my goals. I truly don't feel comfortable listing all of my accomplishments because it feels like I'm bragging, but I will, in hopes of inspiring others to immerse themselves in their community, just like I did. Throughout my time at RBC, I've consistently been on the president's list. I joined the Honors College, was inducted into Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, became a resident assistant, was elected Secretary of Student Assembly, and created and launched multiple on-campus clubs. In addition to all of these responsibilities, I also tutored my classmates 3 times a week in STEM courses such as biology, chemistry, calculus, and statistics. Through dedication and hard work, we have all made it to graduation. And even though we're not inheriting the most ideal world to live in, I have no doubt that we can be the change we want to see in the world. I can confidently say that we are the next generation of scholars, leaders, and change agents. Throughout my time at RBC, I've had the privilege of getting to know many of you. Everyone on this campus has come from different backgrounds and different cultures. We have grown up differently and have had different resources at our disposal, but we're all here for one reason, and that is to educate ourselves and develop ourselves, both academically and professionally, and socially and interpersonally. Through the opportunities we've been provided, as well as the support from our faculty and staff, we have become better individuals who can make an impact no matter the environment we're placed in. I would like to thank each of you for the diverse ideas and experiences you have brought to Richard Bland College and the myriad ways you have enriched the lives of your classmates and members of the campus community. There is truly something for everyone at Richard Bland College of William and Mary. From sports teams that win national championships to research opportunities supervised by professors who are leaders in their fields, each student has the opportunity to become their best self and grow. I strongly encourage current and future students to dive deep into your passions. Put time and effort into the things you care about, and you will yield amazing results. From leading a club to joining our esports team, life at RBC is all about finding the things that excite you and bring you joy. At Richard Bland College, I made the intentional choice not to allow my past to become a crutch or a burden, but rather a source of strength. I have shown significant growth, transitioning from a sub 2.0 GPA in high school to a 3.96 GPA in college. While balancing multiple leadership positions and extracurricular activities, I've taken full advantage of opportunities that have propelled me toward my goals. And as we all progress toward our goals, I hope your hard work carries you far and your dreams become a reality. I also hope that when you're in a position to give back, that you will. Before I was placed in the Greens home, I was homeless for about 2 months. During that time, my high school football coach invited me to stay with his family. And when I asked him how I could properly express my gratitude, he simply said, "I don't want anything from you. I just hope that you'll do the same for somebody else when you get the chance." And so when we all receive letters from the Richard Bland College Foundation, please donate. Your support goes directly to the students through research and community support. And your support will help better prepare future RBC students for a lifetime of endless potential, the RBC mission. Thank you for listening. Godspeed.
We now present the candidates for the Associate of Arts and Science degrees. Please hold your applause until all of the degrees are presented. Thank you. Kylie Kathleen McCoy. Michael Sony Mason. Brandon Bell. Sienna Allen. Onaya Lachey Procyse. Onaya Lachey Pinkney. Zamira Renee Kelly. Zynasia Lachelle Mason. Jaden E. Curry. Temitope Precious Omatayo. Noor Aldeen Youssef Abu Aliyah. Matthew Connor Meisgades. Celso Adrian Pagan. Mason Pyron. Morgan Tiana Harris. Janaya Alnice Leisha White. Amaris Brianna Vieira. Haiti Hatseri Lopez Pacheco. Grace Divine Parker. Emmeline Marlene Franco Jerome. Hisham N. Nassar. Jordan Thomas Smith. Thomas Park Laris. Larry Zion Howell. Cahill Venable. Deja Unique Sutton. Jordan Austin Creel. Anthony Marquez Aguilera. Brianna Monroe Tinch. Jeremiah Wilkins. Isaiah Terrell Ivy. Tamari Nasir Mason. Michael James Mulinex. Jenna Simpson. Michaela Selena Burrows. Anita Aaron Hall. Ryan Dylan Elliott. Hannah Abdullah Qasim. Genesis Anaya Williams. Spirit Nicole Harper. Brianna Lanika Brooks. Andrew Welsh Batari. Jessie Lynn Connor. Ariana Nicole Young. Brianna Australia Lyles. Alicia Jones. Abigail Lynn McAteer. Jada Alicia Costello. Amanda Cook. Avery Cook. Amani Casey Anderson. Avanti Vishan Hunter. Katie Giselle Vialta Flores. Hunter Brandon Rollins. Landon Scott. Ryan Anthony Martin. Jamari Kaylin Pooler. Alex Wayne Cheney. Joshua Thomas Dendler. Matthew James Caldwell. James Matthew Boyd Jr. Carter Ryan Jones. Marcos Torales Montez. Devin Christopher Sean Darling. Jada Christina Johnson. Kelly E. Jin. Grayson Hanslick. Sadie Elizabeth Dyke. Emma Jane Kranz. Sydney Faye Sneed. Charles Harris Grant. Roman Navarro. Matteo Salvatore Musso. Lydia Sofia Lopez Valverio. Blaine Kieran Wood. Reagan Marie Hubbard. Diana Amory Wilkins. Morgan Leslie Marie Green. Leilani R. Goggin. Marissa Nicole Donovan. Jordan Schlagater. Sarah Priscilla Quinta Heath. Rachel Penelope Ingram. Cadence Marie Jones. Erin Grace Winfrey. Madison Suzanne Weston. Bryson Gage Howlett. Brienne Lane Carr. Mackenzie Alyssa Morissette. Michaela Diane Randall.
Thank you so much.
Kathleen McCormick. Paul Yonku Kamara. Princess Nicole Grant. Lubendia Guerriere. Ikea Naomi Indango. Travion Cordero Rose. Jaden E. Noel. Madison Danielle Turner. Xavier W. McCoy. Gabrielle D. Charles. Daniel F. Johnson. Christopher Perez Hernandez. Mason Dean Dykes. Seraphim J. Davis. Edgar Jose Reboredo Martins. Messiah Boyd. Anaí Garcia Cubas. Sierra Singleton. Felicia Joanna Taylor. Kyler Lane Harper. Sakila Liani Roach. Rachel Jalen Fields. Jordan Massenberg. Kai M. Wang. Lauren Danielle Davis. Caden C. Smart. Sahara A. Maitland. Jolie K. Tessanier. Hannah Christine Dunn. Julia Wormsley Jackman. Allison Freeman Brittle. Ashley E. Wren. Sheridan Ray Beasley. Dominique Jovan Jones. Haley Marie Rosa Lopez. Tabitha Marie Coleman. Denisha Shepard. Dylan Wayne Kegley. Kaylee Nicole Mitchell. Mackenzie Hamrick. Logan Marie Murray. Roderick A. Walker. Caden Angelina Bowling. Aubrey Catherine Bird. Cadence A. Jarrett Peace. Logan Matthew Moses. Xaviana Zoe Rosas. Irene Green. Jalen Tiara Porosnik. Georgia Lynn Stuckey. Janessa L. Branch. Gianni Amira Allen. Anna November Connor. Jonathan Machado Aguilar. Caitlin Marie Williams. Nicole Robin Fry. Abigail Danae McGee. Shelby Nicole Godfrey. Madison Nixon. Lillian Brendel Moody. Catherine Marie Randolph. Kaylin S. Cheatham. Jalen Keon Hobson. Jameson Jolie Hubbard. Joanna Marie Johnson. Kristen Elise Kuntz. Salisa Maya Zamora. Christian Matthew Greb. Shamara Desiree Martin. Mercedes Amira Gaither. Kennedy Starr Matthews. Riley Sarah Gibson. Azaya Sienni Turner. Victor Vasquez. Michael Weldon Lewis. That concludes Richard Bland College's list of degree candidates for 2024. Will the candidates please stand? Madam President, these candidates have met the requirements for their respective associate degree, and I have received the recommendation of the faculty. I now present them to you for the conferring of the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors of the College of William and Mary in Virginia and statutes enacted by the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Virginia, I confer upon each of you the associate degree to which you are entitled, with all of the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, here it is. As a symbol of the completion of this phase of your academic career, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations to all of you. We're so proud of you. Please be seated for just a moment, I promise. It's going to be quick. It's a tradition here at Richard Bland College that the student representative to the board of the Board of Visitors of William and Mary is designated as mace bearer. At this time, I invite this year's student representative, Kylie McCoy, and next year's student representative, Sergio Perez, to come forward and exchange the mace. Kylie, I would like to thank you on behalf of all of us for carrying out your leadership duties this year with honor, integrity, and conscientiousness. As you pass the mace to Sergio, I ask that graduates join me in thanking Kylie McCoy for a job well done. As we conclude today's commencement ceremony, on behalf of the entire Richard Bland College family, I bid our graduates a fond farewell. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Will everyone please stand and remain standing through the recessional of the platform party, faculty, and graduates.